It was another ordinary evening at the Blue Harbor Cafe, a cozy seaside restaurant where the scent of freshly brewed coffee mixed with ocean air. Emma Parker, a hardworking waitress in her mid-20s, had just finished serving the last table when a tall, elegant man entered. He wore a charcoal gray suit, his presence commanding instant attention. Everyone whispered his name: Ethan Cole, the youngest billionaire in the city, known for his investments and secretive life. Emma kept her head down, focused on her work. She wasn't impressed by wealth. Life had taught her to value kindness over money. Yet, when Ethan looked her way, their eyes met briefly. His sharp gaze softened for a moment before he nodded politely and took his seat near the window. Throughout dinner, Ethan remained distant, his expression unreadable. When the bill came, he left a generous tip, thanked Emma in a surprisingly gentle tone, and walked out to his car unaware that something important had slipped from his pocket. Minutes later, as Emma cleared the table, she noticed a sleek black leather wallet on the floor. "Oh no, he must have dropped it," she murmured. She glanced at the door, but he was gone. Curiosity tugged at her. She opened the wallet only to look for identification, but the moment she did, her breath caught. Inside was a faded photo of a smiling woman, her mother. Emma's hands trembled. What is this doing here?" she whispered. Her mother had passed away 10 years ago, and this was the same photo that used to sit on their old living room shelf. The edges, the frame, even the tiny tear on the corner unmistakable. Why would a billionaire carry her mom's picture? Before she could process it, her manager called her name. She quickly tucked the wallet into her apron pocket, her heart pounding. Something told her that this discovery wasn't a coincidence. The secret connection. The next morning, Emma barely slept. Questions stormed her mind. Who was Ethan Cole to her mother? Why did he have that photo? And most of all, what did it mean for her? She arrived at the cafe early, hoping he might return for his wallet. Hours passed, no sign of him. Finally, unable to bear the suspense, Emma decided to visit the address on his business card tucked inside the wallet. The towering glass building of Cole Industries loomed over the city. Inside, marble floors reflected her nervous figure as she approached the front desk. I found Mr. Cole's wallet. I need to return it personally," she said, clutching it tightly. The receptionist hesitated, then made a call. Moments later, a deep voice came through. "Send her up." Ethan's office was on the 40th floor, lined with books, art, and a stunning view of the skyline. He turned when she entered, surprised, then curious. "Miss Parker, isn't it? You work at the cafe?" "Yes, sir. You dropped this." She handed the wallet to him. He took it, smiling slightly. "Thank you. That was very honest of you." But Emma couldn't stop herself. "Mr. Cole, I saw a photo inside. Of my mother. How do you know her?" Ethan froze. The color drained from his face. Slowly, he opened the wallet and stared at the picture. "Your mother's name was Sarah Parker." Emma nodded, her throat tight. "Yes. She died when I was 15. For a long moment, he said nothing. Then he walked to the window, his voice barely audible. "Sarah wasn't just anyone to me. She saved my life once." Emma blinked in confusion. Ethan turned back to her, eyes filled with memories. 20 years ago, I was a broke student who got into an accident near a small town. Your mother found me unconscious on the road. She took me in, fed me, gave me hope. She refused to accept money when I tried to repay her." Emma's eyes filled with tears. "That sounds like her." He nodded. "When I finally made my first million, I searched for her. But when I found your old house, it was empty." His voice broke slightly. "I kept that photo to remind me that kindness exists, that someone believed in me before the world did." Emma stood silent, tears slipping down her cheeks. For years, she thought her mother's good deeds were forgotten. But here was a billionaire, living proof of how far one act of compassion could reach. The gift her mother left behind. Ethan took a deep breath. "I never thought I'd meet her daughter. You have her eyes." Emma smiled softly through her tears. "She always said kindness comes back around. I guess she was right." He stepped closer, his tone gentle but firm. "Emma, I owe your mother more than I can ever repay. Please, let me do something for you." She shook her head. "You don't owe us anything. You already carry her memory." But Ethan wasn't done. "Do you still work at that cafe because you want or because you have to?" Her silence was the answer. He smiled knowingly. Then let me offer you something. I have a charity foundation, it helps underprivileged students. I want you to manage it. Your mother's values belong there. Emma gasped. Me. But I'm not. You are exactly the kind of person this world needs, he interrupted. Honest, kind, and selfless, like your mom. Tears shimmered in her eyes as she whispered, "Thank you for remembering her." Months later, Emma stood at the opening ceremony of the Sarah Parker Foundation for Hope. Children laughed, families smiled, and Ethan stood beside her, proud. As she gave her first speech, Emma looked at the framed photo of her mother on the wall, the same one that once sat in Ethan's wallet. Mom, she whispered to herself, your kindness changed his life. And now, it's changing mine. Ethan turned to her and said softly, she'd be proud of you. Emma smiled, feeling peace in her heart. For the first time, she realized her mother's love had never truly left, it had simply found its way back home through a stranger she was destined to meet. And all it took was a dropped wallet and a photo that never stopped meaning everything.